Okay, so Superman 2025. Okay, so it has been such a roller coaster of emotions for this movie. People did not know what to think at all. They didn't know if it was gonna be good. They didn't know if it was gonna be bad. Everyone had their own mixed opinions. Obviously, you have the Superman fans, and then you have the Zack Snyder fans. Is it good? To start off, like visually, I have to say that this movie is very colorful, and like the camera quality and all that is really good. I also have to say that you could tell that all the Superman scenes were taking inspiration from Top Gun Maverick, and I thought it was great. CGI is mostly good, except for a lengthy sequence with a creepy looking CGI baby. So if you don't like CGI babies, then this thing might not be for you, but it doesn't take away too much for me. There's just a lot of moments in this movie that like make you go, oh my gosh, what the frick is that? But those only last like 5 seconds, and then it gets rid of it, so that's good. There's one shot in particular though where Superman is flying out and he's aura farming out of the dust rubble when the planet's splitting apart. Fire. I know a lot of people didn't like the suit in particular. I love the suit. I think that the logo is really good. I was like growing up, I always thought that it was just like a weird symbol. I never noticed the S because I think I got like folded up in a stroller one time as a baby. I always thought it was a symbol, and then I found out about the S in Man of Steel, and 3 seconds later I found out that it was actually a symbol again. So I like the fact that it's like actually a symbol instead of an S. If I were to change some stuff about the suit, I'd take away the lines, or I'd just figure out the lines and the paneling, and then I don't like the belt. I would probably make it gold or something. That's all I'd do. The acting was great, especially Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, bro. He was a hater. He literally, oh my gosh. There was one scene where he was doing a speech and all he was doing, he's just screaming. It was so cool. I have to say that a couple line deliveries weren't so great, but I think I'm nitpicking and it doesn't take away from the movie. The humor worked for me, especially with Guy Gardner and Mr. Terrific. They're really funny. The emotion is also really good. Like there was one scene in particular where something really shocking happens and Superman like starts crying because he just saw something crazy happen and he screams, and it was really cool. I like the characters, but there were two characters in particular that I thought I liked that I didn't. Lois Lane and Crypto. To me, they were just kind of annoying. Lois Lane kind of grew on me by the end, and so did Crypto, but I don't know. They were just kind of annoying, if I'm being honest. Maybe annoying isn't the word, but like Crypto was kind of a brat, and he was just like a bad dog. I don't know. And then Lois at the beginning just like didn't really like Clark, and that was weird for me. But I liked I like to see their relationship grow throughout the movie. I love Superman's like motive in this film because it shows that he really wants to help people and all living things. He just really wants to do good. There's one part in particular where he literally saves, like there's people all around him and there's buildings falling, and then he saves a squirrel instead of fighting the huge monster. What else do I have written down? Loved the fight scenes. Yeah, the fight scenes were cool. Laser eyes and... Okay, so now we're getting into the big boy spoiler stuff. So if you're haven't seen it, don't want to do any of that, then get out of here. I've probably said a couple stuff in the past, but this is the big reveals. So as for the cameos, Peacemaker and Sean Gunn were pretty noticeable, and they were funny, hilarious. One of the big ones though is the reveal when you see Ultraman take off his mask and it was David Cornsweet playing a clone of Superman. Really cool. It was kind of expected. It was either him or Henry Cavill, but one's way more likely to happen than the other. And then at the end, Supergirl showed up, and they did kind of a different take of the character because she's kind of a junkie and she parties and drinks and stuff, which I don't really hate, if I'm being honest. I didn't hate it too much. So yeah, that's my quick review of Superman. And I'm very proud to say that it was my first or second most anticipated film of the year, and I walked out of the theater pretty happy. Yeah. Good movie. Okay, also here are my stats for the movie right here. I'm going to give it a 9.4 out of 10 based off of this. If you want to see any of my other videos, you can click over here or you can click over there. Bye.